What is up, everybody? So in this video, we're going to teach you how to connect LeadLoft to other data sources. So in most cases, this will be connecting your website to LeadLoft. Basically, somebody submits a website form and you want to create a lead in LeadLoft, and then you can use LeadLoft to engage them and start a conversation, book meetings, and of course, ultimately track that communication. The other options are if somebody submits a form on something like LinkedIn ad forms or Facebook ad forms, you can also create leads in LeadLoft that you can use to engage. So to start, there's two things you need to check off. The first one is you will need a Zapier account. So that's Zapier, Zapier.com. It's a really useful tool, and essentially any company that gets to scale will have to have a tool like this at some point. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to connect two apps, like connecting your website to LeadLoft or connecting any other application for that matter. I think they have nowadays maybe over 2,000 integrations, so it's really powerful. Any company will really require it at some point. So go sign up for it. The second thing you need to do is once you've signed up for Zapier, is go to settings within your LeadLoft account, go over to integrations, and you'll see here under popular integrations, there's a little description. And at the end, you'll see to use Zapier, please accept our invite here. And you just need to click that link. To make things easy, I'll also share the link below just so you have it within this tutorial. But you will need to click that. And when you click it, you'll see a big pop-up here, and you'll see a large orange button on the bottom that says accept invite and build a Zap. So you'll just need to click that, and once you click that, you're all set. You can now use LeadLoft to integrate with other Zapier applications. So once you've done that, now we can build the Zap. So if you go over to Zapier, you just want to click Create Zap. So you just want to click this button, and it will bring you to this page. So then what you'll want to do is create a trigger. So this trigger basically says whenever this happens, perform these actions. So for this trigger, it's usually going to be like a website form. It could be Wix, it could be Squarespace, it could even be WordPress in some cases, but for us, we use Webflow, so we'll be using Webflow for this example. So we'll click Webflow. There we go. The event, we're going to do form submission. We'll click continue. We'll select an account, and we'll click continue again. And basically at this point, you just essentially just select the fields and just kind of follow the steps. It gets pretty straightforward. And then click continue, and there's our trigger. Now let's just click test trigger. It will show some data and kind of show an example what this trigger might look like. I'll click test trigger, and boom. Sorry about that. And boom, there we go. Now, if you see, here's a test submission where I entered Zap plus test Zapier at LeadLoft.com. The company name was LeadLoft Zapper, I guess I spelled it wrong. I selected the use case revenue acceleration and kind of so forth. So that's the data that we collected in the form. And just to show you exactly what that looks like, this is the form. So we clicked submit, it went through Webflow, and Webflow triggered it and pulled up that data. So once you've done that, just click continue, and we are almost done. So that is the trigger, right? Now we just need to create a lead and a contact within LeadLoft. So now what we'll do is we'll search for LeadLoft. Now this is the action step. So this is performing an action once that trigger happens, right? So we'll click LeadLoft 1.0. For the event, we'll click create or update lead. And it's important that the first action is create or update lead. We'll click continue. We'll select the account. If you haven't already connected your account, what you're going to do is you'll probably see nothing here. So scroll down and click connect a new account. And what you'll do is go over to LeadLoft. Within your integrations settings tab, you'll see this big API key. Just click copy, go back to Zapier, go to connect a new account, and then paste that API key in here, and then click yes, continue. I've already done this, so I will not be clicking yes, continue. So now again, once you do that, your account will show up here. Just select that account, and then click continue. Now you just need to essentially just follow the steps and fill out these fields. So here we'll say if a duplicate lead is found, we'll say add missing fields. You can add a website, we'll say an email. And what you want to do here is when you click these fields, you want to basically map them to that form submission data. So you can see here email. I can see a list of the data from this form submission. Then you just want to map it. We'll see lead name, which is the company name, right? LeadLoft Zapper. Stage, I'll say new. There we go. The owner, I'll just assign it to myself for now. Everything else does not seem applicable here. And then what we'll do is we'll click continue. And I think this lead, which is LeadLoft, already exists within my LeadLoft account. So if we go back here, you can see LeadLoft already exists. So what we'll do is we'll actually automatically deduplicate it. So we won't create 2 LeadLoft leads for you. We'll deduplicate it on your behalf, which is a really useful feature. So it basically just saves you from having multiple of the same exact leads. So we'll click test and review. Then you can hop over here and you'll see that that lead will now have been created. The next step is you want to scroll down and you want to click this plus sign to add one more action. Again, we'll search for LeadLoft. LeadLoft, there we go. We'll search for an event. We'll say create or update contact this time. Click continue. Select the account that you just connected. And again, click continue. If a duplicate contact is found, I always recommend add missing fields. Now here's a really important point. So when it says lead ID, what you should do is you should pull this from this previous action. So what you'll do is you'll click lead ID, click custom. You go into this action where we created or updated a lead and just find the ID there. And what this will do is it will create the contact within that lead every single time. We'll add the email from the form submission. There we go. Is there anything else I'm missing here? First and last name. And then here we'll add the first and last name. So we'll scroll down. Zach, I'll hit space, add the last name, and there we go. And you can even add a tag here. If you want to tag the contact with something, I'll tag them with website lead. And what's really cool is you can actually add them to a playbook as well. So imagine somebody fills out a form and you want to engage them automatically. I could just select website follow-up playbook and it will actually just start engaging them using that playbook automatically. I don't want to contact myself, so I'm not going to do that, but that is a really useful feature that you should definitely play around with. And then I'll go ahead and click continue. Then I'll click test and review. And before I click test, let me just open this up really quickly. You can see here we have a couple of contacts. I'll delete one from the previous test. We have one contact here. We'll go ahead and click test and review. And let's hop out, then hop back in and see. And now you can see we've created another contact within that lead. So it's tested successfully. If I hop back here, you can see it's tested successfully. So we know it works, which is great. Now, whenever somebody submits that form on the website, submits this form, what will happen is Zapier will automatically create and update a lead, or create or update a lead within LeadLoft, and then also create a contact within that lead automatically. So from here, you just click publish, and voila, you're ready to go. So now your website is connected to LeadLoft. Leads and contacts will be created automatically. And if you'd like, you could even engage those contacts using playbooks automatically. So that is how you connect LeadLoft to your website using Zapier. If you have any questions, feel free to just hit the chat bubble in the bottom right and we'll help you out. Bye for now.